Hello everyone, my name is Neha. Today I will be presenting my project on Airbnb bookings analysis, problem statement and business problem overview. Airbnb has become one of the most popular platforms for booking accommodation worldwide, offering a variety of property type room of shared room to luxury villas. That's mean uh, in this project I have explained dataset to answer key questions such as which locations uh, are most popular? What two factors influence pricing? How customer review impact bookings? Define your business objective. The main objective of this project to analyze uh, Airbnb data and understand booking pattern, customer behavior, and pricing trends. Then your general guidance. Let's begin. Know your data. Import libraries. Then in this project, I have used uh, Python libraries like NumPy and Pandas for data manipulation, Seaborn and Matplotlib for visualization, SQL Alchemy and PyMySQL for database connectivity. These libraries help me clean the data, analyze booking patterns, and create meaningful visualization. Then I move dataset loading. This is the dataset loading. This is the syntax for dataset. Data read. pd.read .csv then excel link. Understand your variable. These are the dataset columns. Then first let's look at the dataset columns. The dataset contains a columns which represent different attributes of an Airbnb listing, like dataset columns ID name, hots name, neighborhood group, neighborhood, latitude, longitude, room type, price, minimum nights, number of reviews, last review, and then etc. And then dataset save. Now let's check the dataset save. The dataset contains 48,000 to 895 rows and 16 columns. Each row represents one Airbnb listing. That means we have almost 50,000 records to analyze, which provides enough data to identify pattern trends and insights. Then data wrangling code. Now let's move on the data wrangling process where we handle missing value in our dataset. First, we notice that the column's name and host name had some missing value. To avoid dropping important records, I replace the missing value with the string unknown, which ensure that no rows is lost, while still marking that the information are not available. Second, the column review per month had many missing values since no reviews means zero activity. I fill the missing value with 0. After handling these cases, I checked again for null value across the dataset to confirm the challenge. As a result, a dataset no has no critical missing value, making it ready for further analysis. Then I move data visualization, storytelling, and experimenting with charts. And then first chart is pie chart on dependent variables. Each is a syntax for a pie chart. Distribution of rooms types that private room, shared room, then entire home. A pie chart expresses a part to whole relationship in your data. It's a way to explain the percentage comparison through area covered in the circle with different colors. And entire home is 52% and private room 45% and then shared room is 2.4%. Entire room type versus price. This is a box plot. I use a box plot. I picked a box plot because it effectively compares a numerical value across different category of a categorical value. It shows the distribution median and outliers, making it easy to identify how price will vary by room type. Since price have a extreme outliers, a box plot provided a clear summary of critical tendency and variability. What is the insight found from the charts? Entire homes efforts have the highest median price compared to price and shared rooms. Private rooms are generally cheaper than entire rooms but more expensive than shared rooms. The shared room have the lowest price with most value tightly clustered near the bottom. Then third is third chart top 10 neighborhood distribution for listing. This is a syntax for chart. Top 10 neighborhood distribution of listing. The pie chart is effective for showing part to whole relationship, making it easy to visualize how each neighborhood contributes to the total number of listing. Then Williamsburg has the highest share of listing 16.7%. Then uh, among the top of 10 neighborhoods, followed closely by Bedford State West Western 15.8%, for Crown Heights to 66.7% and Midtown 66.6%. Then neighborhood group versus average price. These are syntax for this chart. This is a price and this is a neighborhood groups. I selected this chart because it has compared the average price across different neighborhood groups like Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, that etc. Since location is one of the most important factors affecting price in the dataset. The chart shows the Manhattan has the highest average price, followed by Brooklyn, while Queens, Bronx, and Staten Island have comparatively lower average prices. Then room type versus number of reviews. I selected this chart because it has to understand customer engagement levels across different room types. Reviews present how actively customer interact with insight, and comparing by them by room type gives a clear picture of popularity. The chart shows the entire home and private room receive the most reviews. indicating higher customer engagement. This is a review for the customer. Is so review for overall bookings. How many bookings for in a month? These is a syntax for the charts. I selected this chart to analyze listing activity across different neighborhood groups. Average availability indicates how often listings are available for bookings. The chart shows the same neighborhoods like Manhattan and Brooklyn have higher average availability, meaning these listings are more frequently available. Other areas may have lower availability, indicating less activity listing. Then room type versus minimum nights. These is the syntax for uh, these plot. The charts. I picked this chart to understand how many stay requirements vary by room type. This help analyze bookings flexibility for customers. These are histogram charts, number of review distribution, price distribution, then night minimum night distribution, and then number of review distribution. I picked histogram and buffer to understand the distribution and detect outlier in numerical columns like price, minimum nights, number of review, and availability. These charts help summarize data patterns clearly. Then correlation heat map. These is a syntax for heat map charts. Correlation heat map of numerical columns. I picked a correlation heat map to analyze the relationship between numerical columns. It visual, visually highlights strong or weak correlation, which is useful for understanding patterns in the data. The heat map shows that most numerical columns have low correlation. For example, price may not strongly correlate with number of reviews, but availability may slightly relate to review per month. This is a pair plot. I picked a pair plot to explore pairwise relationship between numerical columns and object trends or clustering by room type. It provides a quick visual summary of multiple relationships at once. The ability, availability, review per month, number of reviews. This pair chart shows the different room type cluster differently for price and availability. Most listings have low price per month, and few listings show extreme value in price of uh, minimum nights. The solution of business objective, mm, then conclusion. The analysis shows the entire room and private room dominate the market, with highest demand in neighborhood like Williamsburg and Bedford Stuyvesant. Entire rooms command the highest price, while shared rooms cater to a niche budget audience. Focusing on popular locations and in the demand room types can boost occupancy and revenue, while avoiding over saturated or low demand areas will help maintain sustainable growth. This is a conclusion.